How many episodes have we recorded? 100? How did we ever record 100?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. This is Corey, and this is the Anthem podcast.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Rob.
I wouldn't know.
Sorry, I'm confused. It's so dark in here. I can't tell whether it's day or night or noon or morning.
Maybe we should start with this because the jokes won't stop for the entirety of the podcast.
I'm surprised you could see me leading in with that joke.
Listen, I have newfound skills, include seeing in the dark pretty well.
Yeah, you caught that box that was falling earlier.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're Daredevil now. So, listen, Netflix, if you're looking for an actor to replace, he's basically in shape just to step right into that role.
Well, I don't know if I'm in shape to.
Well, the eyes. I mean, your eyes are there.
I could be a new superhero called Fat Daredevil.
What are superpowers?
It'd be a lot.
What are the superpowers of Fat Daredevil?
It'd basically be the same thing as regular Daredevil.
Okay.
Only there's a lot of me setting up, going like, "Oh, hold on a second." A lot of me asking in between, like, it's like, we have to take care of the supervillain who's trying to take over the city. I'd be like, all right, but first, when's lunch?
It's a lot less jumping off roofs and a lot more saving sodas as they fall off the counter. Okay.
It's not jumping off roofs. It's like going like, oh man, maybe there's some sort of elevator. Or...
It's like, I can see the buttons really well in the elevator despite being blind. So.
Beyond Fat Daredevil, I'm also the Right Honorable Mrs. North Korea.
Oh,
I almost
God.
said South Korea. That would have been embarrassing. Like, I could take these sunglasses off right now, and I'll be perfectly fine for, like, a couple minutes. But, like, eventually the light's going to bother me,
yeah.
And then I'm going to put them back on. So.
Okay. So you might as well just keep them on.
Might as well just keep them on.
Right. And the cool factor, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, I look like Dog the Bounty Hunter, so why wouldn't I want to look like this?
With the hair, too, actually. I mean, you got
I am the dog, the big bad dog.
The bounty hunter. So I was
I
late
just need
for
some
work.
chick with some humongous rack following me around, going like,
"Get him, dog! Rachel!
Get him, dog!"
I was late for work the other day because I got caught up in an episode of Dog the Bounty Hunter, and not a good excuse for the boss. Like, listen, sorry, I got wrapped up in an episode of Dog. It was a really, really
for
crazy
whatever reason, maybe it's because I'm a little loopy. I thought you meant like you were just like driving along 50, and then all of a sudden, like Dog the Bounty Hunter just like with like a bunch of camera trucks behind, like.
By the way, if that happens, fuck work that day. I am following Dog. I'm like, yeah, I'm with you, Dog. Let's go. I got this. Did I ever tell you I saw his office?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when I was in Honolulu, Hawaii. Back in August of, 2014. 14.
No, 14, yeah.
So that was 18 months ago. Oh, God.
I need a trip.
We need to go back, Marty.
I need my vacations to not involve me just sleeping after surgery.
Yes, well.
So yes, we launched our Patreon.
Yes.
And it is great and glorious, and all the stuff looks great.
And you've pronounced it correctly 3 times thus far.
Well, it's because you said it first, and now I know.
It.
Yes.
All right.
Patreon. Yeah, so the Patreon feed is launched. If you read the post, or you read any of the social media posts that we did.
Or you follow on YouTube.
Yeah, basically what it allows us to do is make projects quicker.
Yes.
Because we'll have more capital in which to get projects off the road.
Right.
And on the road. And overall, you get a whole bunch of cool special features. If you donate at certain levels. Like, one of them is the pre-roll.
Right. Which is like 20 minutes of us just bullshitting before we start.
Yeah, but there's often some things that that you hear about people that you may know.
Possibly, and now I'm wondering what I said. So, yeah, funny thing about that. Anyway, Also, though, there's a lot of other stuff as well, like announcements about things that are upcoming, like 100th episode, which is this episode,
which is now.
Oh my god!
I can't believe it's 100.
And we just stumbled into the just like everything else.
100 consecutive episodes. Can you?
100 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything.
No breaks. No nothings.
Yeah. But have you done anything 100 weeks in a row other than staying alive? Have you done anything 100 weeks in a row?
That one's been kind of hit and miss, though.
Sometimes.
There have been times where I put too much gravy on my fries, and it's been a kind of a...
Got a hiccup there?
Death.
Okay, we're good. All right.
Death was just checking my pulse.
No, but I mean, is there anything else you've ever done for 100 consecutive weeks?
Not that I can think of.
I mean, school? No,
because you take breaks, and, you know...
Church?
Not for me.
Lent? Can't even make it 40 weeks. You know.
Well, if you donated, you would have seen the early announcements that we promised.
Right.
So now that they've been out there in the Patreon feed...
Yes. And it's the 100th episode, so it seems apt time to announce.
Yeah, it seems like the time that we should announce big special things.
Yes.
So, let's start with the biggest of the special things.
I'm pregnant.
That's one of the things we talked about on the pre-roll last week.
Oh, no! That's what I didn't want to go out! Christ!
I'm just kidding.
Okay, good. Whew.
It was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, good.
That was
All
our
right.
Flash.
All right, good.
Oh,
that's right. Flash was 2 weeks ago. And Flash is coming back. She'll be back until next week.
Cool.
So she may come by again.
Nice.
Anyway, go ahead. This is a sidebar riffing.
Well, it's 100th, so I guess it's the episode of sidebars. Big news. Big news. We are launching a web series.
Yes, we are.
We had casting last Sunday.
Last Sunday. If you follow me on Instagram at Robert and Cheek, you would have seen a picture.
Yeah. We had a wonderful time at casting. We're still working on that.
Yes.
But coming up very soon will be a new web series called Heretics, which we hope to launch alongside Batman Superman, which is March 25th.
Yep.
So
3 weeks.
Coming up quick.
Yep.
Yeah. So expect calls this week, I guess.
If Corey can see fine.
I'll just have Rachel call people for me, much like I've had much this weekend. Rose probably never had so many calls from Rachel.
Well, I mean, not that you knew about anyway, but it's been very much like, hold for Corey. Already, we're not even in LA, and this is what I'm getting. All right.
Anyway, Heretics is basically a alternate universe theory, which is instead of regular religious figures, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, etc., we have superheroes. So Church of Batman, Church of Superman, and this web series is sort of painting a light on these religious moments that we have in our lives, like Jehovah's Witness comes knock on your door.
Right.
We've all experienced that in some way or another, or at least we're aware of it. Let's just change instead of Jehovah's Witness and Catholic to Ghost Rider and Batman. And hilarity ensues. So that's basically it.
You have really nailed down that elevator speech. I will tell you that. That is locked in.
It's locked in, ready to go.
That's good. I like
it. So yeah, that is something to look forward to coming up here very shortly. We're going to start recording those as soon as Corey can see again.
And big thank you, indirectly so, to our first couple of Patreon supporters, because you are going to play a big part in that. Even as small a part as you may think it is, it was so encouraging for us to see our first couple of supporters and be like, you know what? This is what we're doing. We're going to get this going. So big thank you to you.
And I think as people see what we're turning out here with Heretics,
right,
the Patreon support will keep going, hopefully.
And keep in mind that if you want to see the pre-roll stuff, if you want to see the making of as this stuff is coming about, you have to be a Patreon supporter. So you need to be going to patreon.com/OTheAnthem.
But there's a whole lot of other... I mean, like, if you wanted to become a big dollar donor, you can come on set during...
While we shoot it.
Yeah, while we're shooting Heretics. Or,
yeah.
Assuming that you live somewhere close and you don't mind traveling.
Right.
I mean, we're not going to fly you from Honolulu to come on set, because that would be kind of counterintuitive.
Well, I mean, listen, for the right amount of donation, yes, we would. Budget for the thing's about 10 grand, so for like 15, we'll fly you out from Honolulu, and you can be on set for a day.
Yeah, we might even give you a role as the pizza guy.
There is no pizza guy.
There will be. Shut up.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's such exciting stuff, and it was crazy to be part of casting. It was, thank you to everybody who came out to casting. That was great. It was great to see everybody come out, and the wide variety of people who want to be involved was just awe-inspiring in a lot of ways. So.
And, you know, the thing that I always like about casting, too, is, like, right about that part in the process, you start to have a little bit of those doubts.
Right.
Like, is this project really something that... Is it as good as we think it is? Is it going to go over as well? And then you got people who come in and hear the pitch.
Right.
Like, you let them read and you tell them the pitch and they're just like, oh, wow, that's... You get that, like, kind of like...
Oh, okay, yeah,
like,
and now I'm with you.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Like,
right.
You're just like, oh, good.
Yeah.
Positive reinforcement. I'm feeling it now. You know, because if it was really bad, if it's just like... Basically, what we're doing is like a midget fight club, only it's very offensive. And you just get like,
okay.
All right. So, do you want to try doing that again? I think you got it. I think you got it on take one.
Yeah, thanks. I'm good.
You just don't call me. And,
But, so not only, we have other stuff in the works as well. I wanted to branch on the other stuff, so.
Second piece of big news.
Right.
The email list is now official.
Finally! I think about a year and a half after we started talking about it.
Well,
episode 30. If you have to take you all the way back to episode 30.
Let me fill you guys in on a little bit of the inside baseball here. There is a law that requires there to be a mailing address on email lists.
Yes.
And basically the only address we had was that of the studio, which we didn't want to make publicly available.
Not that we don't trust you guys.
Yeah, just you know. You don't know who breaks into your email, and then all of a sudden we have the Russians in here, you know.
We got that problem enough already because of me, or the CIA, or the NSA, or anybody else, yeah.
I'm sure this is linked as a second address for you. We needed to come up with some sort of solution for that problem before we could make it a go. But thankfully I made a drive out to Fork, Maryland, and purchased a P.O. box.
Fork, Maryland. Is Fork from 50 Shades of Grey or what's the movie with the sparkly vampires?
Twilight.
Isn't it Fork in Twilight in Maryland?
Regardless, we now have a P.O. box,
yes.
So now we can send out emails.
Fork is also far enough away that you'll never be able to locate the actual studio. So
it's enough in the boonies that
yes. Corey can go out and make six turns before he gets back, just to make sure he's not being followed.
I have to go visit other people before I go home.
Right. Is it from Twilight? Ah, it is the town from Twilight.
Nice.
How do I know that?
I don't know. You do date a lot of underage girls.
Whoa. If by underage you mean under 21, yes. If by under 18, if by underage you mean under 18, no comment.
If by underage you mean under 18, I don't ask questions. I don't get answers.
Just kidding. I don't. There's under 18, under 21, yes. Under 18, no.
The next part. Oh, so on this post for this episode 100,
yes.
Which I guarantee is worth seeing because it's way different than all the other posts.
Right.
You'll find the sign up for the email.
Yes.
So put in your name, put in your email, and then you'll start getting emails from us. And the first email that you get will be the VIP level email that you would get if you were a Patreon supporter.
Right.
So it's worth checking it out just for that. Get the inside scoop on what's coming up next.
A little more information than you might get normally.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Personalized note from Rob. One where he puts his cleave up against the window.
Is there... I didn't realize I had to do personal... Okay, yeah. Sure, yeah. Personalized note from me.
Oh, God. I have to write letters to these people. The third thing.
Yes.
It's been talked about a lot, but now it's definitely kind of happening.
Yeah.
Merch.
Yeah!
On the
merch!
way. There will be something very soon.
Yes.
Maybe not the full spring catalog, but, you know.
But...
enough to give you guys a taste.
We are tentatively working on... I'm considering a Lent shirt, but I think that's going to be a little late. So maybe not. But we will have the Anthem opening day gear available by opening day. So you'll be able to purchase it and receive it before opening day. So
I'm very excited. I saw the mock-ups.
Yes.
Even though I couldn't see very well, and they looked very good.
Very excited about the opening day gear. So that is one thing. And then of course we have Baltimore Corner and just over the Anthem in general and a whole bunch of great stuff coming. So
Hero Ticks, I'm sure.
Hero Ticks. So look for the merchandise coming soon as well. But most importantly, the opening day shirt.
I thought when every single person I knew shared on Facebook the Make Donald Trump Again segment from last week tonight.
Oh, everybody. Yeah.
I literally think everyone in America saw that.
Hashtag Donald Trump.
Yet, people still voted for Donald Trump.
He won 5 of 8 states.
Yeah,
on Super Tuesday.
And it's almost making me worried that the thought process that we're going to be able to just eliminate, like, Cruz and Carson's out now. Thank God.
Yeah.
Like, if Cruz and Kasich just drop out, then, you know, like, whoever the one like Rubio being left would be able to beat Trump.
Rubio.
But I'm a little bit worried that's not even the case. I'm really kind of terrified that Trump would just take all that support.
We've created a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know why people are...
Oh, because they're racist. Because America is just inherently racist. I think that's really what it is. No, it's two things. One, because people like your dad may or may not be voting for him. When I say your dad, what I mean is wealthy Republicans, classic Republicans, hate the establishment, and they like that he's not talking about the establishment. He's a successful businessman, and they think that is what the nation needs. That's how we get back to pure conservative values. Businessman in the White House. The other part of Trump supporters are crazy white trash racists. And they're like, well, when he says build a wall, what he means is kill all the Mexicans. And when he says go to war in the Middle East, what he means is kill all the Arabs. And what he means, so they're like, well, if he's president, I'm pretty sure we can bring back the N-word into popular parlance. So
we can bring back lemonade time.
So, it's you don't see these two groups mingling, and they don't mingle, but they both support the same guy for completely different reasons.
Number one, everybody who supports Trump because he's a businessman who has no ties to the system and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Just, every single time you start talking about it, I'm going to say, all right, well, there's this magical candidate who hates the government. Hates the government.
Yeah.
And the only purpose that he wants there to be government is to sort of like rein in the out of control spending and the social welfare that's happening amongst corporations who are bleeding out trillions and trillions of dollars every single year. And he wants to make the world more inclined with the world that you used to live in, where it was possible for a teenager to graduate from high school and then pay for college education.
Who is this?
How does that sound? How does that sound wonderful to you? And then be like, yeah, that's exactly what I want America to be like. I'm like, well, guess what? Vote for Bernie Sanders.
That's not really what he wants to do, though.
No, but I'm trying to paint in an argument where...
I mean, you're leaving out, that's like half of the argument, yes.
Right.
And I guess those businessmen are only looking at half of Trump's argument as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're not listening to the part where he doesn't immediately denounce David Duke, which is the easiest fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's the softballest of softballs that you could possibly get as a presidential candidate.
Yeah. Who doesn't know who David Duke is?
Yeah.
He ran for president. Donald Trump.
Well, and they said David Duke, former head of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yes.
Former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. I think when they...
I don't know the man. I don't know the man. I can't speak because I don't know.
I don't know how they have their lineup there. I don't know what Grand Wizard means.
I have the best words. I know the best words. I use the best words. I don't know Grand Wizard words.
Yeah, where is the Grand Wizard? Like, is he 3 steps below the Grand Poobah?
But it is really the softball of all softballs. And I told you that what he did was he did not denounce him, so that the racists who support him can be like, "That's right. He didn't denounce him," and then later on he does denounce him so that the business can be like, "Oh, what are you talking about? He did denounce him. Once he figured out who he was, he denounced him."
Despite the fact that he made comments about David Duke.
Yeah.
Calling him a bigot and a racist once before on television.
Yeah. Not so long ago, actually. I think 2008 is when that happened.
I think it was a little earlier than that, but still...
Well,
That's weird, though, because I have such a bigger dick than you do. Listen, I've waited until you were asleep. I've lifted up my gut. I made it.
Shifted it around.
I diddled your asshole to make sure that you went...
Listen, now we're getting into things that I'm into, and I'm a little uncomfortable, all right? It's getting a little personal. But no, so...
You think I'm smiling like Ray Charles right now? You should have seen me that night.
Oh, God. The debate where we're choosing a president devolved into...
A dick measuring contest?
Basically, Rubio saying somebody's got small hands. I mean, I don't remember exactly. And Donald Trump defending the fact that he doesn't have small hands, and what he really means by saying I have small hands is that I got a small piece, and that's certainly not a problem. And now Larry Flint is weighing in and saying that, like, hey, listen, if you're a man of your word, let's do it. Let's measure up and see if you're just a lying piece of shit or what. I'm just like, oh my God, we're choosing a president.
Yeah.
This is not a reality show.
We haven't done a whole lot of praising ourselves on 100 episodes.
Really? We haven't?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a little light in that, I think.
Right.
So, maybe it's time that we play a voicemail.
Oh, yes. Now, where can someone leave a voicemail for us?
443-219-7595.
That's the listener line. What's that number again?
443-219-7595.
All right, so let's play a voicemail that we received.
I hope this works, because I'm looking at it blind.
All right, hit play.
On 100 amazing and awesome.
Technical.
Hey, Corey and Rob, this is Jim, and I wanted to congratulate you on 100 amazing and awesome episodes of the Anthem podcast. The greatest podcast in the land, almost as great as an amazing insurance company like Allstate. Allstate, which will do amazing things for your credit and your driving record, and is as amazing and awesome as 100 episodes of the great the Anthem podcast. Anyway, congratulations, guys, and here's to 100, and maybe even 100,000 more if that's possible. All right, cool.
Oh, Jim.
Oh, Jim, thank you so much.
Jim, obviously a member of the pig fucker party. Love you, Jim.
So for those of you who may not be aware, if this is your first time listening to us, welcome. You're coming in a little late, but all the episodes are available at theanthem.com. So
what I like doing is I like subscribing to podcasts and then immediately going an hour into them and figuring out whether or not I like them at that point. Sometimes they can be shaky around the first minute.
But Corey has a long history with Allstate.
Fuck those guys. Seriously, fuck those guys.
Jim's obviously a fan. But if you would like to send us a congratulations, an attaboy of some kind, or just a happy 100 episodes, or a happy 2 year.
Rob likes a firm pat on the bottom.
Sure. And in 4 weeks we will have our
give him a there you go, sweet cheeks.
There was a woman in my church when I was growing up who called me Sweet Cheeks and pinched my cheek. I fucking hated it. Anyway, so
Which cheek?
Up here.
The face one?
Yeah, the face cheeks.
I always like whenever you tell somebody how to spell your name, you're like, cheek, like your face.
Yeah, it's easy to remember. Yeah.
Like, people won't be like, oh, like your asshole?
People have said, like your ass, like your face. That's why I started saying, like your face. Yeah.
Take away the opportunity for them to say it themselves.
Exactly. 100 episodes today, and in 4 weeks we will be 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years. So if you would like to send us a sweet little message like Jim there, you can do it at, what's the phone number again?
443-219-7595.
And of course we will play it as long as you tell us that it's okay to play it. I mean, if you say don't play it, we won't, but certainly we'd love to do that.
If you want to just tell Rob and me something, then you can just say like, hey, don't play this on the podcast, but...
Yeah. Or, you can just find me on Tinder and swipe right. That works too.
That's a good way to get in touch with Rob.
It's always a good way to get in touch.
Baltimore Corner?
Yep.
Where you get the straight dope?
That's exactly right. So the election, the mayor's election here in Baltimore, is going to be on, well, essentially it's April 26th as well, because really the Democratic primary is the race there. And the big news in that race is somewhat disappointing. We are, we're 50 days away from the election.
Mm-hmm.
And the news this week was all about, what? Was it about the problem with schools? Was it about the problems with police? Was it about the environment? Was it about raw sewage being dumped into the swimmable, fishable harbor by 2020?
Not quite.
No, what was it about this week?
Money.
Oh, hey. Yeah. So, it was about campaign finance.
It's a scramble for funds in the last 50 days.
Right. And, it's been kind of silent, actually. We haven't heard a lot from the campaigns. It's been a lot, like a couple ads here and there, some signage. If you're down in Fleet Street between Fells Point and Canton, like where Fleet and Boston meet, you'll see Catherine Pugh signs. Nick Mosby signs are uptown a little bit. Sheila Dixon signs are over on the east. The great thing about driving for Uber is I can see the neighborhoods. I see the breakdown where everybody's got support. I'm like, uh-oh. All right, roll your windows up. We're in Mosby territory now. So I wish that 50 days from the campaign we weren't seeing, hey, let's raise money. I wish we were seeing more about substantive issues.
Well, I mean, part of the problem is that as of the last polling that I saw, Sheila was still way ahead of everybody else.
And as a reminder, if you would like to donate to Sheila Dixon, she accepts donations in all forms, more specifically in Target gift cards.
Or Best Buy gift cards.
Best Buy. Yeah.
She's not one to turn away a gift card.
Right.
See, I'm fine with Kasich. I'm fine with Rubio. I just want... I'll take them for their flaws.
Yeah.
I'll take them for the things I don't agree with them on.
Yeah.
I just don't want the place to go up in flames in the next... I want nothing more than another 100 episodes of the Early Anthem podcast. If it's Trump White House, I don't know how that's possible.
Here's a preview of episode 200. Hey guys. Well, we're broadcasting from somewhere. It's a secret location. We can't really talk about it.
Deep below the earth, somewhere.
So, I don't know if you've seen on the news, but things have gotten a little crazy. Rob's on America's Most Wanted.
Oh no. I think they're on to us.
They've tapped the satellite feed.
The only way that anybody can get in touch with us now. OhTheAnthem.com, Corey at OhTheAnthem.com, OhTheAnthem on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the listener line, 443-219-7595.
What's that number again?
443-219-7595. Way to cough on your part.
Sorry. It was so good. I was just dying. And you can find me on all your social networks at Robert N. Cheek. Make sure you check out robertncheek.com. And if you're looking to destroy the Republic, make sure that you check out foundingthefuture.us. And if you're looking for an example, The Movement Insurrection, available now on Amazon.
Buy Rob's books.
Thank you.
If you want to see what Donald Trump's campaign is going to be like after it's in the White House, The Movement Insurrection is the perfect summer read. And
if you want to see what the rest of the 2016 campaign looks like, Faux, available now.
I kind of like, as much as it's upsetting that we're not doing video this week.
Yeah.
I think podcasting in the dark has made us a lot more like conspiracy theorists than we usually are.
Yeah,
we're like way more in like the this is secret the Anthem pirate radio coming to you live.
I feel like Joe Rogan probably is in the dark all the time. That's why it's he does what he does.
Yeah.
So.
Just like, listen, man, don't drink that public water.
Fluoride's rotting your brain, man. Anyway.
Well, I think for the 100th time, we've done good here today.
Well, I think we've done something, but I don't know that it's good. I also don't know that it's the 100th time that we've said that, since that started about halfway through.
No, I'm just saying, for the 100th time, we've done good here.
Well,
even if we didn't make direct mention of it.
For the 100th time, you have been listening to the Oh the Anthem podcast, part of the Oh the Anthem digital network. For Corey, this is Rob. Have a great week, everybody.